Thank you, Sabrina. Speaking of the rules-based order that say you're defending, the ICC today issued 2 warrants against for the Prime Minister of Israel, Mr. Netanyahu, and former Defense Minister, Mr. Gallant, alleging that they committed crimes against humanity, war crimes, including using starvation as a tool of war, a weapon of war. What do you think of that decision, and will it cause the department and the secretary to rethink the support you're providing Israel with in its war in Gaza?
Thanks, Fadi, for the question. So the United States fundamentally rejects the court's decision to issue these arrest warrants for senior Israeli officials. We remain concerned by the prosecutor's rush to seek arrest warrants and, some of the processes that this has played out in. And again, we've been very clear that the ICC does not have jurisdiction over this matter. So, we're in coordination with our partners, including Israel, discussing next steps. I'm not going to have much more for you, as I might refer you to the State Department and the White House for a little bit more. But in terms of our support for Israel, we're continuing to support Israel with the assistance it needs in its, fight against Hamas and Lebanese Hezbollah. But that doesn't mean that we can't continue to make clear our concerns on the conduct and how they are conducting those operations, whether it be in Gaza or on the northern border.
So you're rejecting the decision based on, I guess, technicalities and jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. What do you think of the allegations? Committing war crimes and crimes against humanity.
Again, we don't see eye to eye on where the ICC is. And as I've said, we reject the court's decision to issue these arrest warrants. So I think that pretty much implies that we don't agree with that decision.
Okay, so what is the legal opinion you're basing your rejection on? Did the department issue any legal opinion on what's been happening in Gaza? Did you study any incidents that are mentioned in the ICC decision?
I'm not aware of a formal legal opinion being issued by this department. I think you've asked me that before. Some of the things that, either public reports or private reports or reports from, NGOs, we always take those seriously. And we've had those conversations from here at the podium. And when Minister Gallant was in the seat previously, the secretary was regularly engaging with him about what was happening in Gaza, what was happening on that northern border in Lebanon. And we take it so seriously that we installed a maritime corridor to get aid into Gaza. So it's something that we're going to continue to engage with the Israelis on. And we have people in the region right now engaging on these issues that you're raising. So again, I'm not aware of like a legal review coming from this building, but all the issues that you raise every single day, whether it be here in this briefing room or in our office, we take very seriously.
I have one more follow-up.
Of course.
Please. So if you don't have any legal assessment, how can you reject what's been presented by a legal body, one of the highest? It's an international law court. How can you reject it if you don't have a counter legal assessment? Is it a political rejection? And if you don't have a legal assessment?
Yeah, again, Fadi, I'm just not going to have more for you to provide other than what I said is that we reject the court's decision. That doesn't necessarily mean that it has to go through a legal process. We can reject decisions from the court that come down in various forms. We're in discussions with our partners, including Israel, on next steps, but I'm just not going to have more for you.